Hi, my name is Dennis Chopper. I am the proprietor for Den-Vera Medical Laboratory and Clinics. In 2009, I was in Sino as a volunteer teacher, and I had an experience with a lot of people in the county at the time where health has remained a major challenge even up to now. We have received a lot of stories where people were giving birth in the middle of towns, where families were dying as a result of the lack of a proper health facility to diagnose those different challenges people are faced with throughout our country. And this situation is just not restricted to Sino. It is something that is shared among every other county, especially the rural communities within our country. The clinic focuses on women and children and the elderly. We provide services to these categories because these are the people that are mostly affected in these rural communities. Believe me, one of the cases we had when we started the clinic was a lady who had been suffering with infection for a little over 4 or 5 years, and it had affected her kidneys and have created a lot of complications for her, and that lady lost her life as a result of the lack of a quality health service provided in the county. And so in 2020, we started up the facility, the Den-Vera Medical Laboratory and Clinic, our first facility in Sino. And our objective is to provide quality health services to rural communities across our country. Running a health facility in Liberia as a private citizen is extremely tedious and stressful, considering our objective is not for profit making, is to help save lives across our country. Our first challenge is with the road. From Monrovia to Sino is a very long road, and from Monrovia to Buchanan there's a pavement, and from Buchanan you have to pass through River Cess to get to Greenville, which is basically a muddy and dusty road. And so we have to transport drugs from Monrovia to Sino. That is a very strenuous stuff for us. All of the equipment that we have at the clinic are used equipment when we purchase them locally in Monrovia. And so like the microscope, the chemistry machine, the hematology, basically almost everything we purchase at the clinic, were used equipment. And that is very strenuous for us because the equipment have a lifespan, and since we started up to now, most of the CBC machine has failed on us. And to purchase a new one, they're extremely expensive, somewhere around 2,000 to 3,000 depending on where you buy it from. We also need an ultrasound machine. Surprisingly, in the entire county there is no ultrasound machine. In the entire county there is no EKG machine for the heart. And there are many other equipment that are not in the county. When we took those equipment, we were the first people to take these equipment to the county. And some of them are failing on us, and the people there are faced with so many issues, and the issue of equipment is very essential in any environment for us to be able to do proper diagnosis. We also have a challenge with the staffs. We have to provide feeding for them every day because we took some staff from Monrovia. We also have to provide other necessary things for them. We have to house them. We have to pay them well because we have to take people from Monrovia to leave from their comfort zone to go to Sino to go and work. And so it is very tedious and challenging for us as to be able to run the facilities as the way it is by ourselves. Because of the equipment challenges, we cannot move forward. All of us in the county cannot move forward, and there's a 100% need for support to our facility because our objective is not a profit-making institution. We are opening up to partnership with people. We're opening up to support from anybody, wherever you are and however you can help us. For example, the beds we have at the clinic are wooden beds. We made them locally. and it's challenging because one of the times we had a patient on the bed, and while the patient was receiving treatment, the bed crashed onto the patient. And so we need to be able to upgrade to the iron bed, the regular or the normal hospital beds. We also need to have an ultrasound machine that we can be able to cater to the health needs of pregnant women around the county. We also need to improve on other equipment. We need to get a new microscope. We need to have a new chemistry machine, a new hematology, and other equipment. And whatever way you can help us, it will be very good for our clinic and the people of Sino. And our objective is just not restricted to Sino, but we want to, we have a 5 years plan, but we believe today that when you help us now to be able to improve on what we have in Sino, we can be able to replicate that into other counties. We should be able to help to save more lives and to be able to provide a quality health service for our people, that people cannot die from just minor conditions throughout the country.